What's up, fellas, ladies, YouTube? I got an interesting one for you today. I've been getting advertisements on my Facebook, mostly, from a guitar company called Hardluck Kings, and they sell guitars really cheap, like really cheap. Anywhere between like $109 all the way up to like $250 or something, but they don't usually go much higher than that. And I read all the reviews and I looked at a bunch of stuff about the guitars, and it seems like people give them a lot of props. And I think they're in California. I ordered one because I couldn't not order one because they're so cheap. I got a Les Paul style, they call it their Bossman. It's all white with black hardware and black pickups. I think they has black pickups. I can't remember. They might be chrome. But it's got all the black accessories on it. It's got black binding all around it. So it's all white and black. It's really sharp. It makes me think about my my Ola England over here. My beautiful Washburn. My current favorite guitar. So today, as you can see here, it arrived. So there it is in the box, and we're going to open it up. Now, the last time I got a guitar in this style box, which is what I call the guitar wedge box, it was broken, and it was the first version of that, okay, and it showed up broken. So I don't know why manufacturers are sending guitars in this flimsy little box. This had to be fun trying to open this with one hand holding the camera. We'll give it a shot here, though. So, tape, not too shabby, I guess. It's a little thin. I ship guitars regularly because I buy so many, and I keep them for a while, and then I end up selling them, usually on like Reverb or eBay. And I've owned personally, this is a scary number, I've owned over 200 guitars in my lifetime. But back to the unboxing. So here we go. Well, a box in a box. That's cool. Makes me feel a little bit better about the condition of what's going to be inside box number 2. Box number 2 is not taped closed, it feels. This is remarkably difficult with one hand. Okay, so we can see the guitar in there now. So here's what we got now. Okay, so it's all encased in bubble wrap and foam. Start to pick this guy out. I'm going to make a big mess. My cat is going to love it. Okay, here's the foam bag. Oh, wow, it's got a good weight to it. Doesn't feel cheap, by weight anyway, but that doesn't mean much. Come on, foam. Work with me here. So this is supposed to have a real bone nut. And it certainly looks like a real bone nut. This guitar is cold. I'm in New England, so it's winter over here right now. There's snow on the ground. You might be able to see that outside. I don't know. Anywho, I'm going to put this camera down and see what happens here. This is probably not smart. Let's do that. Just leave it like this. Alright. So here we go. A little bit better. Wow. It looks like it survived the trip. Cool. So it's got the kind of finish that I would expect on a $150 guitar, I guess. First flaw, I don't know if you can see this, but there's dirt all in the finish up here. Maybe it's in the finish, maybe it's on the surface, I don't know. It's got Wilkinson tuners, that's cool. Okay. Here's the back of it. Strings are flappy. A lot of companies do that for shipping. Not really sure why. They remove the tension. Some people say it's better for the guitar. I'm a skeptic about that. Because if you leave your guitar with the strings off, what happens to the neck? It starts to warp because the truss rod starts to pull the neck. So I'm seeing a lot of finishing flaws on this guitar. But I'm certainly not going to complain about it for 150 bucks. I would imagine most people that have been playing for as long as I have are going to buy something like this so they can pound on it and not worry about ruining one of their good guitars. The volume pots in here and the tone pots are wicked stiff. Like, they turn really hard. Wow. Never had knobs turn so hard. Like, you gotta really work it to move that knob. That's crazy. So, alright, I'm gonna try to tune this up real quick. I have a little tuner here hanging off my washburn. And you guys get to watch this happen. This is gonna be the lamest video ever in existence, probably. We'll see how it works. Of course, I'm mumbling now. Alright, so. See? That's why I don't. Let's remove the. Well, I suppose I should tune them all up and get some tension on the neck. Fun video, huh? Get to sit and watch a fat guy hold a guitar for 40 minutes. Just stretching the strings a bit. Now the guitar is very cold. So, of course, once it becomes acclimated with the room, some of the stuff might go away as far as the buzzes. So it wouldn't be fair for me to judge this already. But that's not a good sign. It's metal. It's manageable. The the finish along the neck here is abrupt. It stops very quickly, and you can feel it where the fretboard begins and the finish stops. So that's not sanded smooth. That it probably won't bug me, but because I can feel it, I'm just going to report it that I can, because I'm trying to do as honest an opinion review on these guitars as possible, because you know they are dirt cheap, so a lot of people are going to be curious as to how they are. So I want to report everything that I can. The finish is matte. It's a matte finish. There's no gloss to it at all. It's a pretty cool looking white if it wasn't for all the dirt that's on it. I don't know if maybe it's surface dirt and it can be washed off. It seems to me like it's in the paint though. Like all along the fretboard here. Yeah, it seems like it's in the paint. Could be that somebody with some filthy freaking hands, when they were filing the neck or something or doing the fretwork, didn't mind their hands. You can see in the corner here where the neck joint meets the body. The finish is pretty foul right there. Along the tip there, you can see it bleeds out. Maybe got sanded through. So it's kind of what you'd expect when you pay $150 for a guitar. Actually, it's maybe better than what you'd expect for a $150 guitar. Sounds like we got a low fret. Well, you might have a high fret. Usually if it gets worse as you bend, it's the next fret up that's high. So I'm getting this on the 5th fret here. It goes away on the 6th fret. That tells me the 6th fret is probably high. I might be able to knock that in. Yep, so the 6th fret is high. It's gonna need some work. So right out of the box, it's unplayable. So if I had to play A major in my band, it's not gonna happen. So right out of the box, it's not a playable guitar. And that was one of the claims to fame for these guys, and it's one of the things that enticed me to try to buy one of their guitars, is they, right out of the box, it plays great. Which is baloney, because if you remove the tension from the neck for shipment, and somebody pulls it out of the box, you can't play it. Obviously, you gotta tune it. And, you know, they gotta, oh, you gotta tune it. That makes sense, but when I tune it, it should go right to tune, and I shouldn't have a high fret. So on the high B and E side, fret number 6, yeah, you can see it actually. Fret number 6 is too high. It's got to be knocked in. Not a huge deal, but nevertheless, it prevents you from actually being able to use the guitar in any kind of live situation. So I'm going to throw my strap on it, and I'm going to plug it in to my amp, and we're going to see how it sounds. And hopefully it sounds pretty good. And I thought maybe it had black pickups when I first was talking about it. It's got the chrome covered, nickel covered pickups, which is cool. And it's really cool because I have a set of Seymour Duncans in my room that I can throw in this, that are just sitting around doing nothing. I took them out of my Paul Reed Smith, which I sold. I sold my Paul Reed Smith. But I took the pickups out of it first because screw that. Those pickups are awesome. It's the whole lot of humbuckers. I guess you could say the Led Zeppelin or Jimmy Page set. They're really awesome. Okay, so we've got her plugged in. I'm going to turn the amp on. My pets are going to be pissed because I'm playing again. They're going to be like, dude. It sounds really nice in the neck pickup here. It's actually pretty comfy. The neck's got bumps all up and down it. You can feel them. But for 149 bucks, what do I expect, right? Wow, it's ridiculous how hard these are to turn. Horrible plots. Let's put some girth on this sound. There we go. It sounds good. I like it. Creamy neck pickup too. That's a good solo lead. It actually played pretty good. I'm surprised. It's very cold still, so I'm sure it's gonna change as it warms up. Middle position. It doesn't shut off. Sound is still coming through the amp with the volume all the way down. That's pretty funny. It's out of tune again. It says to be expected. Sorry for the long video. My plan here was so that you could see exactly what goes on when I get a new guitar, and so you can judge for yourself whether or not this brand of guitars would be something you'd want to try based off of what you see here. So it's back in tune. That's so weird. You can hear the hum change through the amp just when I move the volume. It actually gets louder. The hum gets louder when I turn the guitar down. Turn it up and it's ready. There's very little hum. Turn the guitar down, the hum is bigger. So obviously it's not the highest of quality as far as electronics go, although these pickups sound pretty awesome. Maybe a little fuzzy, but dead fret, that really bugs me. So I got some work I got to do to this, so I'll probably make a second video once I fix this fret. Sucks that I gotta fix this fret. Now, I know how to fix stuff like this, so I'm lucky in that regard. If you were a kid and you're like, wow, 140 bucks, you know, for a guitar, you know, and you get it at your house and you open it up and it does that, you're a bummed kid, man. You know, you got a guitar that's broken and all, you know. To be fair, it's a broken guitar. You can't play it properly, so you're gonna have to either call them up and do a return order and send it back to them and have that hassle, or you can go to a luthier or, you know, somebody, a guitar technician who can fix it, and then pay them money to do that, which isn't going to be cheap for fret work. So your cheap $150 guitar suddenly goes up in price because you have to have stuff done to it. And that's what I was afraid of. I don't know if there is a brand out there that requires zero work for low dough. There's one guitar I have that I bought, and I still have it. I bought it many years ago too. Well, maybe not many, but a couple of years ago. From Guitar Fetish. It's a slick guitar, and that thing is righteous. That guitar is awesome. It has an excellent neck. It's nice and heavy. It's cool to look at. except for the fact that it says Slick on it. That's the stupidest name. No offense, Earl Slick, because you're a damn good guitar player, but I don't like the name Slick. It just looks silly. But anyway, that guitar is really good. Right out of the box, I had to do very little to that, but it would have been totally acceptable to any kid, you know, buying their first guitar. This, on the other hand, I'm sad to report, I really wanted it to be what everybody says they were. But that speaks volumes to me. My birds agree. Yeah, they're pissed. Like, that's bullshit, man. You shouldn't have to fix those frets. So right out of the box and right to you, I like it. It's got to be worked on. I'll do another video in a couple of days maybe, once it's been completely acclimated and it's fixed and I got it running properly. I might not switch these pickups out because I like the sound of what I'm hearing. They need to be adjusted because they are 6 miles away from the strings on the neck pickup. Oh, look at that. Hum goes away. So we have a ground issue. So that bridge pickup is not grounded properly, it sounds like. So I'm going to have to open it up and figure out why that's not grounded right. So there's some work that needs to be done on this guitar. So Hardluck Kings, do they play right out of the box? No problem. No, they do not. This one doesn't. Maybe I got a bad one. I don't know. Will I try another one? I'm not so sure. This is a nice guitar. It's a Les Paul. It's big. It's heavy. I don't always play Les Pauls because of this right here. I don't like how that feels on my arm usually. If I'm standing up, it's a little better. Sitting down, my fat gut sticks out a little bit and it digs in a little more than it should. But I'll play this in practice and see what it sounds like with the band and everything. And it'll be a good guitar that I can not worry about bringing to some shady place. If I got a gig down in downtown Lowell or something, and I got to bring a guitar. I can bring this one. I can bring some of the other ones, but I'm certainly not bringing my loves to some shady area to get swiped out of my car when I'm not looking, or off the stage when I'm taking a piss or something. Because it happens. People are shitty. But out of the box, disappointed. I got some stuff to fix. Once I fix them, I'll do another video. But for now, it sounds pretty damn awesome. It plays really good. I'm going to get it so that it plays really awesome, and then I'll do another video and let you know what I had to do to make it play ripping good. And I'll get back to you on it. Thanks, guys. Stay tuned. Bye-bye.